I proposed August 11th at the water club. She started to cry. So did I. So yes, we're engaged for exactly a month.
I'm sorry.
The worst thing is I never got to say goodbye.
Have to work late tonight, Boo-Boo. We'll talk tomorrow. Love you. Bye.
She called me Boo-Boo. Stupid, huh?
Was that the night before?
I can't bring myself to erase it.
Did Kelly have a ring like this?
We would have bought a house before we wasted money on something like that. I should have gone to her place when she was done with work. We could have had a glass of wine. I would have spent the night.
Come on, guys. It's not like I'm the first man on the planet to step out on his wife.
And you ain't the first man whose mistress ended up dead either.
What, the trade center's my fault, too?
No, but we don't think she died in the trade center.
You're saying what?
We found a skeleton dumped in a lot in Hell's Kitchen that very well may be Kelly Sommers.
That's impossible.
It had a ring that you paid for.
I'm sure I'm not the only one who bought that ring.
No, you're not. But it just so happens that everybody else has theirs.
What happened? Kelly start to put a little pressure on?
I have a wife and 3 children. I'm not going to announce my affair on the ticker in Times Square. I loved Kelly. What reason in the world would I have for wanting her dead?
Maybe she wasn't opposed to that Times Square ticker thing.
You were with her the night of September 10th.
We had dinner. I dropped her off at her apartment. That's it. They found her hand, for God's sakes.
And you caught a break. Kelly never got the chance to break the news to the missus.
I've been through the 12 stages of grief, Miss Sutherland. Nobody told me I was gonna have to start all over again.
I know how you feel, Mr.
No, you don't. I'm sorry. It's just, when you mourn, you try to start your life over. The world goes round, right? Lee and I met in a group.
My brother was in ladder 66.
I'm sorry.
The emptiness, it still hasn't gone away. We try to tell ourselves it was fate.
I knew Kelly better than anyone. I don't care what the email says. There's no way she was having an affair.
If I could see her belongings.
Sure. I didn't know what to do with them. I put them in storage. I'll give you the key.
Kelly wasn't threatening to expose their affair, Jack. She wanted to call it off. That's what the email was referring to. She was dumping him, and he couldn't handle it.
This girl is credible?
Yeah, she has no reason to lie. Hagen said he dropped her off at home. She saw them drive off.
Doesn't mean he didn't bring her home later.
She was dumping her lover, Jack. Believe me, she'd want to talk to somebody about it. And Molly was the only one who knew about the affair. Hagen lied to the cops.
Doesn't prove he killed her.
2 years ago, he had an affair with the secretary and fired her when she tried to break it off. She had to get a restraining order against him. He can't stand to lose, Jack.
Call Van Buren.
What about Branch?
There comes a time in every political life when a man has to risk getting a couple over easy right in the kisser.
Not again. I got a game up in Westchester in 30 minutes.
Well, that's a 2-stroke penalty for missing your tea time.
Bradley Hagen, you're under arrest for the murder of Kelly Sommers.
What?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
When was the last time you saw Kelly?
September 11th was Tuesday. We had coffee Monday morning.
How many times a week would you say you saw each other?
Depended on work.
Hers or yours?
Hers mostly. But however busy we were, we tried to have breakfast at a coffee shop that's near both our offices. Actually, that's where we first met.
On the morning of September 11th, did you and Kelly have breakfast together?
No,
Why not?
she didn't show up.
So you don't know if she went to work that morning, do you?
No.
Was that the first time Kelly didn't show up for breakfast, Mr. Hausman?
No. Sometimes her boss wanted her in early.
So you didn't think twice about it when she didn't show?
No, not really.
I'll show you what I'll call Defendant's Exhibit 4.
Oh, my God.
Approach.
Let me have that.
No way, Your Honor. This is only meant to outrage the jury.
My client's defense is that the deceased died when the towers came down. This is evidence.
Evidence to make the jury throw up? Rule of thumb. In my court, that's inadmissible.
We'll call this defendant's 5. Do you recognize it, Mr. Hausman?
Yes. It's Kelly's purse.
The one she has with her every morning when you have breakfast before work?
Yes, that's right.
So this would be Kelly's lipstick then?
Yes.
This would be Kelly's driver's license?
Objection.
Her compact?
Your Honor.
Her keys?
Enough, counselor.
Go ahead, Mr. Hausman, take it. Could you read what's printed on the yellow tag attached to the strap?
Found 112 yards northeast of Church in Vesey.
Thank you, Mr. Hausman. A terrible thing happened to this country on September 11th. It affected some of us more than others. You have my heartfelt sympathy.
Hope I was okay on the stand.
You were fine.
I told you, honey.
No, I asked you to come down here because I wanted to ask you to search your memory for anything that might help prove Hagen's affair with Kelly.
I'd tell you if I remembered anything.
Even if it hurt.
Of course.
Because your fiancée cheating on you, that would certainly hurt a lot.
I still don't believe she would.
That's interesting. Because it appears you read all about it.
Where did you get that?
The question should be, where did you get it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We took this off your computer. You knew all about Kelly's affair with Bradley Hagen.
This is my email.
Donald loves to surf the net, but somehow he keeps ending up in his lover's email.
Let me ask you, Mr. Hausman. The money you received as compensation for Kelly's death, what did you do with it?
I gave it to the Police and Firemen's Relief Fund.
That's interesting because they have no record of it. I mean, don't you think that someone would record a $43,000 donation?
That's a nice ring, Leah. Mr. Hausman give it to you? Let me guess. He gave it to you in mid-March.
How did you know?
It might have something to do with the timing of the check Mr. Hausman received as reparations for the loss of his fiancée.
Oh my God.
She cheated. She said she'd marry me, but she cheated. She tried to deny it, but no, I knew. I knew. He had money, but I loved her. Leah, please.